Hi there, Judah Swilly here with 5 tips and tricks you can use to combat coronavirus. I'm a professional OCD germaphobe, and this is the new normal. I've been a germaphobe since before I can remember. And growing up this way, you learn, evolve, and adapt new methods to live in a world filled with germs. Now, I'm by no means a doctor, so always consult your physician when it comes to doctor stuff. But I've had years of experience seasoning me for a moment like this. And I want to share you tips and tricks I've learned along the way. They will help you keep clean, safe, and not so damn nasty.
When you get home, clean your cards, keys, phone, all the things that touch every gross surface in your world.
That's cool that cashiers wear gloves while handling your credit cards, but you have to remember they just touched 49,000 other people's credit cards before yours, thus putting the funk on you.
To avoid water damage, use an antibacterial wipe to clean your phone.
But if you're like me and have no antibacterial wipes because every chicken head and Neanderthal on planet Earth went out and bought every single wipe known to man, then soap and water will do just fine.
Hopefully your phone is water resistant. Otherwise, you're screwed.
Stop touching everything with your bare naked hands.
Wear gloves in stores, and when taking them off, pull them from the inside of the palm so you don't touch everything you just touched in the store, totally making wearing the gloves in the first place pointless. If you don't have any gloves, use a piece of paper, napkin, or other expendable material, wrap it around your finger to touch keypads and such.
I've been using this technique since long before wearing gloves and long before coronavirus. You can also use this technique to push your grocery carts.
Many stores are now sanitizing cart handles, and my local Kroger has even given out wipes long before this virus.
But after sanitizing it, I still like to use a napkin or something to serve as a buffer between me and the surface of hell. The same goes for opening doors. When opening doors, do not touch the handle with your hands. Instead, use the paper technique to open the door and then throw it away.
If you don't have a napkin or something similar, you can use your shirt inside of your pants pocket, or if it's a push door, just push that puppy open. I've also pulled doors open this way for many years. I told you, I'm a master.
If you don't have a shirt, pants, or feet, you can consider touching an exotic part of the door where normal people never touch.
This is an old rogue technique I use when I don't have any other options.
I know this technique is easier for us tall folks because we can reach to the top of the door and go where no man has ever gone before. But after operating any of these opening procedures, wash your nasty hands. Do not touch the sink faucets. When men wash their hands, and they rarely do, I notice they not only touch the faucet before they wash, but they touch it after, undoing everything you just did by washing your hands.
Instead, use a paper towel or a piece of TP to turn the faucet on, squirt your soap, turn it back off, and throw it away. If there's none available, use something else disposable, like the wrapper from that strawberry candy your Meemaw used to give you, a Nickelback CD. I don't care, just don't touch it. And as a courtesy, leave the faucet running for the person behind you.
All right, here you go. Doing this will not only create convenience for the person behind you, but it will also encourage them to follow through with the holy act of washing their disgusting hands, and hopefully not touching the disgusting faucet. And as a last resort effort, if you must touch something with your bare hand, touch it with one finger. Remember that finger and quarantine that finger until you can wash that finger. Don't eat with that finger. Don't drive with that finger. Don't touch your phone with that finger. Don't let that finger go to gatherings of 10 or more people. Just kidding. But if you do touch something with that finger, wash it, wash the surface that you touched, and then wash your hand again. When getting food delivered to your house or taking food to go,
remove the Chick-fil-A sandwich or other inferior food from the bag, place it on your own plate, throw the containers away, wash your hands, and then consume your magnificent Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Don't shake hands unless you absolutely have to. I know things are going to change in the near future, but there are still times where it is appropriate and necessary to shake a hand, like going in for a job interview, or thanking someone for a job well done after a service they've done for you, or meeting a girl's dad for the first time.
How you doing, son? How you doing? By the way, I don't have any extra actors for this video, but don't ever shake someone's hand like this. It's so weird.
Here's some alternatives to shaking hands and high-fiving.
The namaste pose.
Namaste.
There's the footsie method.
Oh, what's up, dude? How your mama now? You can do a fist bump, minus the touching, adding the blowing up. Minus the touching, adding the blowing up.
You can salute or nod downward.
How you doing?
You could even switch it up and nod upward.
Sado.
There's the booty bump, home with the big booty burger.
Or you can always use my favorite one, the creation of Adam pose from the painting by Michelangelo,
where God's finger is almost touching Adam's. Almost, but not quite.
Alternatively, you can use the I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you from when we were kids. But if you absolutely must shake hands with somebody, wash your hands as soon as you can. And until you do, don't touch your nasty face. Just kidding, you have a pretty face. Speaking of your pretty face, wear a mask and cover it up.
There's many options for this, like surgical. You could wear a scarf or a bandana and pretend you're an outlaw on the run.
Maybe try one of these hilarious disguises you can get from the dollar store. If these options don't suit you for your mask, get creative like your fellow citizens have done. Like maybe a water jug.
Your wife's bra, a mattress container, snorkeling gear, or alternatively, the upgraded scuba divers ensemble for the super serious social distancers. Maybe tie a plastic bag around your head. They have plenty of those at the grocery store. If that's too flashy, then try that clear thing that holds flowers when you buy them for your girlfriend who you're gonna break up with after the quarantine. Or there's just always the classic box for extra girth and presentation.
Well, this has been 5 tips and tricks from a professional OCD germaphobe that you can use to combat coronavirus and not be so damn nasty. Welcome to the new normal. I hope this helps. I'm Judah Swilly. I love you. Stay healthy.